Hello my friends and welcome back to Order of Battle. The enemy fleet has arrived. Just about. And so it is time to stop using my fleet for the sole purposes of annihilating the enemy's land-based military and to turn around. Turn around! But I'll be back. I do have a battleship and a cruiser in position. So, I saw a brief flash of a 7 there. I don't know if you guys saw that when I first selected the unit. Anyway, the dive bombers are ready. Four and 7. Yeah, his anti-shipping capability is garbage. 4 and 3, well the flying fortresses are even worse. Yeah, we're gonna just have to rely on these. Plus our ships. Oh, there's one over there too. Odd, but sure, okay, whatever. Large ship, damage 6. Man, flying fort, like, I guess the non-carrier planes are just terrible against ships. Except the nuclear bomber, of course. Obviously. That'll work. Yeah, they are. The Helldiver is, or the BTD Destroyer, you can't see its stats here because it's in the torpedo version, but, Those are your birds of choice for sinking the enemy ships. Well, anyway, the obvious strategy is to go after the destroyers with my ships and aim my planes at the battleship, then the cruiser. That's all they've got. One battleship, one cruiser, and a dream. What a shocker, the town is occupied. Kind of annoying that you can't do the follow-through move. If you then if you use another unit, the follow-through move disappears. Like, why would it disappear? Why can't you make that decision later? sure that that artillery can't get anything done. Right, time for your promotion. $85. It's almost the full cost. Yep. You're giving me 1 prestige for each point of unit I've lost. $43 for the upgrade. And $35 for the repairs. So the upgrade, the discounted upgrade, is basically free. Man, Marines are a lot better. Like, no joke. I'm gonna just suck it up and pay the price. Let's try and avoid getting involved in an artillery war. Would love to go after that, but that anti-aircraft gun makes that a problematic move. Okay. Oh, it's an anti-aircraft gun. Even without support, the Rangers will mess that up. Sure. You know, I haven't found any of these caves. Find the cave entrances, like where? I'm halfway through this objective, and I haven't found any. And I've already covered a huge amount of this territory, and I haven't found any. My fire that was spotting. Actually could do with a refuel. Gunboats can stay down here and shoot at infantry on the coastline because there's there we go. Naha is now available for there's no place for gunboats in the ship fight. And I know that they're cheap, but that doesn't mean I don't want to. That I want to lose them and lose the experience. No, stand by. Not a great idea to attack into heavy infantry. Yeah, like 20mm guns should not be able to harm strat bombers. They shouldn't even be able to reach them. Alright, perfect target. Okay, most of the AI's turn, I think, is them moving their ships. The ships are a credible threat. Here they come. Got him in a nice tight ball. What are the odds that heavy infantry 45. Okay, well, I didn't upgrade my heavy infantry just yet. So that's nice. Not that I can really afford to make those upgrades right now, considering I just bought 2 state-of-the-art tanks. Okay. Let's turn off the main guns for now. Basically, if I move here and just start shooting, the issue is that they're all going to focus fire at the battleship. That's going to lead to a repair bill. That is going to be very sad times for me. So for now, we relax. I don't know what this is, but it's on its own. So pay the price. It will pay the price for being on its own. 2 for 1, 2 for 0. I didn't realize that this plane would be effective. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think we need for the enemy to get closer, but it's nice to know I have an option. I'm going to move this here because I don't want to be struck by those ridiculous hyper long range torpedoes that they have. What's funny is, what I should have done is left this battleship here, because they would have focus fired it, and it's not mine, so who cares, right? It's a pretty brutal way of thinking, but anyway, this will do for now. This battle is not fully joined yet. I am actually more than able to move the battleship up and move these back. It looks like the aircraft are going to pick off a stray destroyer before it gets a chance to do anything. This distance is still too far. So, I mean, they can move this full distance, but if they move that distance, they won't be able to do any damage. If they move a tiny bit and fire, they might get a point. The ships actually don't, in this game, they don't really hurt each other until they are wearing each other as leg warmers. Shuri Castle! Strategic and psychological blows dealt to the enemy. A new commander is available. Man, he looks like a badass. He adds 2 magical bolt. I still don't know what the magical bolt does. I only know that it applies to artillery. I'm gonna say it does fortification damage. Let's enhance our artillery's magical bolt power. Three for 1, that's not bad. 2 for 1, that is bad. Especially considering the price of that unit. Just keep that artillery suppressed so that it can't do anything. know, once again, I brought an assload of planes thinking that I would face an assload of enemy planes. And there weren't any, really. There were some kamikaze planes which could more or less be ignored, I suppose. I mean, ignoring them... Ignoring them definitely would result in you taking some hurt. But you could. Certainly could have brought less bombers. Run, Forrest, run! Shall I just... They always sneak away, don't they, with 1 health. Alright, good work, heavy infantry. As much as I would like to just run this tank in and start attacking there, what are the odds that they've got more cloaked garbage just there? Like those friggin' lunge miners or whatever. Does this AA gun have limited... Does the AA gun have the limited awareness trait? It does. It does have the limited awareness trait, so if I put it here or here, if I put it here or here, it will not detect any lunge miners or hidden infantry in those tiles. Oh, it's so tempting. It's so tempting to just send the perishing in. Well, we know that this tile is clear at the very least. Marines! Again, the enemy, like, always seems to get away. Okay, it's going to be an interesting turn next turn. See what their ships do. I tell you what won't be interesting, this fight. I moved these guys here just to make sure that there's no one in these tiles. Great work, Marines. And look at that, this whole area has been handed over to me, which means that there's nothing there. I guess the caves are not here, not in this bit. It's the only thing I can think of. Unless these caves are like over here or something in this area. But I mean, how many units are they really going to put there, considering that you could deploy here? We know that this whole area here is safe, because this was deploy zone. So there can't be anything there. The caves must be down here. Or... they're like on these islands or whatever, but that would be ridiculous. You would have to know in advance where they are if they're out there, because there's no time to go looking for them. We still have so much more territory to take. I mean, admittedly, if you just wanted to win the primary objective, you could probably snipe this one with Marines and snipe this one with Marines as well. If you were hungry for it. Alright, let's see what that Navy does. A 4 health artillery shooting at us. How scary. I guess I technically don't know if there's anything in that village either because of the limited awareness trait. Oh, one of them's gone for a suicide run. I can't believe I got 1 damage. I mean, I can, but still. It's absolute max range firing should not get any damage, which is what is going on here right now. Wow, this was the worst engagement by them in the history ever. I can punish this so hard. That's what should happen. Nothing. Nothing should happen for attacks at that distance. The DD gearing. Oh, damn it. I just upgraded my destroyers. Don't tell me there's like a new one. How much better is it than this? It isn't. It's the same. It's the same stats. I can only imagine that the difference is that maybe it's got better torpedoes or some such. Don't tell me that's their, that's the Yamato. Nope, that's the light cruiser. I still don't know where the Yamato is. Or the Yamato, depending on... whether you want to use the English or the Japanese pronunciation. It's a name, so technically you should use the Japanese pronunciation, which would be Yamato. I'm pretty sure, because it's always word pairs with Japanese. It's a nice problem to have when the environment is so target rich. This guy fired his torpedoes, so actually he's probably not the greatest target to aim for. Definitely want to sink this guy because he has not... Oh no, he did fire his torpedo, but it doesn't matter because he's low on health, so he's an easy pick-off. is the Yamato? It's not here. This is her. These are her escorts. Oh my god, she's all the way back there. Oh, this is giving me all the time in the world to pick off the escorts without actually, having to concern myself with, the Yamato punching holes in my fleet. Just repositioning my ships so that none of them are an easy torpedo target. This tile here is my weak point, but it's going to be difficult to get a ship to hit from that direction. And obviously this one's exposed right now, but I can just move it. So that's not a problem. Obviously I don't want to just sit it still, because otherwise it's going to get main guns. Not that the destroyer's main guns are particularly scary or effective, but you know. There's no reason to get yourself blasted if there's if it can be avoided. 2 for 0. 3 plus for 0. Is it worth it? That Black Widow is like a relatively expensive unit, isn't it? $145. It's not that expensive, but still more expensive than destroyers or cruisers. Most of my cruisers are the cheaper New Orleans type, or they were. And likewise, battleships are also the cheap ones. It's bizarre to think that in a lot of these strategy games, a single plane or squad of planes is worth as much as a friggin' ship. Like, these things are not even on the same scale. I took a point of damage. Oh well. But I didn't on that one. I planned to upgrade these anyway, so. Oh man, wouldn't it be great to just sit still and shoot? But you can only do that when you're mopping up. When you're confident that you have won the engagement. Probably should have done that move first, actually. Okay, so the battleship is out in the open with a big shoot me target written on it. That's the friendly battleship, not my battleship. So, we eagerly await whether they'll go for it, whether this group will swoop down and start launching torpedoes at this. This destroyer screen should make my ships very difficult shots. Right. Hello, my Beatty friend. It's time for you to discover where the enemy is for me. Okay, there's no enemy in Ryoe, or whatever the hell that's called. So this is about to be a very, very painful reckoning for my enemy. I mean, let's be honest. Japanese tanks suck. They never had the slightest hope. Ah, of course there is. Where's the old? Oh, the other strat bomber hasn't got the fuel. He's not got the fuel to make that happen. Oh, sweet. I mean, 6 for 0 is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm being really fussy trying to prevent 1 damage here. Okay, I didn't take the damage. Oops. Man, I wish this game had an undo button. I was supposed to be landing at the airfield with that, but oh well, whatever. I know that some people abuse undo, but I mean, that is their own problem. I only ever use undo to fix misclicks. Okay, let's keep these boys in the air for now. Okay. I know that some people, they just can't help themselves. But the thing is, that save and reload is the ultimate undo button. So if people really want to undo moves, they can undo them. So why make it inconvenient? Because that's all you're doing. That's the funny part about making the undo button, you know, a nightmare to, or just not having one, or making it a nightmare to use, putting loads of restrictions on it, is people will just save and reload. So, you know, I mean, sure, do it if you must, but just know that people will just save and reload to get around it. Let's put these guys here. I brought entirely too much anti-air to this pie. And it was completely unnecessary. But I couldn't have known. I could not have known. Right, one destroyer sunk. Many damaged. So far... Oh. No, those tanks can move faster than ships. That's so funny. That's actually where I want to be, down here, on this side. When a friggin' tank can move a maximum of 8 tiles given good terrain, and yet ships can only ever move 5 tiles. And you know, I get it. You know, well, no I don't. Because, let's say you take a modern tank, right? Okay, so a modern tank is going to do like 60 or 70 miles per hour. And just for the sake of being really unfair, we'll compare that to a World War II ship. A World War II ship is going to do like 40 miles an hour and be considered to be fast. Oh, like some modern ships can go incredibly fast, so we'll just skip that and we'll just say, let's say it's a World War II ship versus a modern tank. That's the lengths I'm going to have to go through. Even then, the thing is, tanks don't drive constantly at full speed. You know, crews have got to sleep at some point. Drivers need rest breaks. You are not going to just... Wow, fighters can actually mess these ships up. I mean, I don't think the trade is worth it, but it's funny. The trade of potentially taking a damage point is not worth it, but anyway. The point is that this game represents timescales of weeks and months passing, and a ship can never cease to move. You can have enough crew on a ship to keep it going at full speed, at full capability, 24/7, 7 days a week. Every month, you know, every month there is, until you need to bring it in for resupply and dry dock and all that nonsense. Resupply and maintenance is usually something like the ship is active for 3 months. Oh, we got nothing. They're shooting too far away. Oh man, that was a really bad trade. Son of a git. Okay, well they got basically no damage. Two points of battleship damage. Oh, one of them went for the bait. Oh, he didn't do any damage either. Oh. Where the hell did that come from? Yeah, so as I was saying, ships usually have an operational time, a maintenance time, and then a dry dock cycle, so your ship will be at sea for, say, 2 or 3 months, depending on the ship. Sometimes as little as a month, 2 or 3 months, and then it'll return to base for 1/3 of whatever its cycle time was, roughly. You know, talking very, very generally here. So if a ship is out at sea for 3 months, it might return to harbour for a month to be maintained, and then it will go back out again for another 3 months, and so on and so forth. Or sometimes, you know, some modern ships are out even longer, or they do quick supply runs, and then you know, they'll be out for like 3 months, and then they'll do a week's supply run, and then they'll be out for another 3 months, and then they'll do a week's supply run, and then they'll go in for a big long maintenance of a few months or whatever. And then, depending on whether they want to keep a ship or not, after many, many years of service, they might dry dock it for refit, if they can. Some of the truly enormous ships can't be dry docked, or can be dry docked only in very, very limited places, so then refitting them is a nightmare, and they usually end up just being designed to serve for like 10 to 15 years and then get scrapped. Anyway, the point is that once ships have been consigned to an engagement like this, and they'll be fully supplied and ready to last for ages, so they can just sail and sail and sail and sail. They should easily be the fastest thing at this scale. But they're not. So, this is one thing that Strategic Command gets very right, is units move quite slowly, but ships move super fast. And when you think about the scale that the game is on, it makes perfect sense that it would be like that. Anyway, that is it for now. We are out of time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Join me next time. I may commit to... I'm almost certain that's the Yamato up there. So, I may commit to start weakening it by bombing the crap out of it while I take care of its escort fleet. And I suppose I should send my fighters up here to go looking for that kamikaze plane. In fact, I'll do that now quickly. I'll just protect these units before I forget about them. Okay, I'll do the rest of my turn next time, so I will see you then.